Okay. The first one started that Saturday. We were having a little barbecue and friends were over, and I began to start feeling kind of nauseated and headache. So I told my wife, I'm gonna go and lay down. So she thought I was coming down with something. So she told me that she was gonna give me some soup and NyQuil that night. So that's what we did, and then that Sunday I felt good in the morning, and later on in the day as I started moving around, I started feeling bad again. So then she started giving me, because I didn't eat any breakfast, she started giving me soup, thinking that I had a cold. And soup and what else you were giving me? Some kind of
just liquids.
Liquids and cold.
Orange juice and stuff.
Yeah, like that. So I heard it all during the night in my side. And that Monday morning I got up to go to work. And when I sat up on the side of the bed, that pain that was in my side moved to the center of my chest. And then I just still kind of felt bad, and I took a couple of leaves and went on to work thinking I'd be better once I got there. But it started getting worse and worse. So I came on home. I told my boss, look, I can't make it today. He told me to go on home.
He was at work maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And came on home.
And so when I got home, I called my wife. And she came from work and took me to urgent care. And when we got there, the nurse examined me, blood pressure and everything, and then she decided to give me an EKG. And when she did, she left out of the room and came back with a nitroglycerin pill and an aspirin. And she informed us that I was in the process of having a heart attack. So the ambulance was coming to take me to the Gulfport Hospital where they work on hearts and stuff. And so when I got there, they said I had 80% blockage in, I can't remember what valve it was, but it was 80% blocked. So they performed.
Well, they didn't know how much blockage was until after they went in, I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When he ran the scope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they put the stent in, and I went from the operating room to ICU from Monday to Wednesday evening to about 6 o'clock, and went to a room and stayed in there until about 8, and then the doctor released me. And it took us about 45 minutes to get home. And by the time I got home, and I sit and rub my dog, and the next thing I know, I started sweating and couldn't sit, couldn't stand, and just feverish, and I just was very uncomfortable, extremely. So my wife decided to take me back to the hospital.
At first I went ahead and gave him aspirin.
Right.
And the doctor told us the best thing to do, not swallow it, but chew it up to get it to it fast.
Yep.
So we did the aspirin, and the aspirin wasn't helping at all. Not at all.
Right.
So we went from there. Then we got in the car because we were, by the time the ambulance, we were just less than 5 minutes from the hospital.
Yeah. And when we got there, I ran in the hospital best I could. And well, right away they said that I was having another heart attack, and they didn't have the proper doctors there to take care of me. So they waited to find a doctor, and you remember more about that than I do.
Well, it was really late at night when they finally got a hold of a doctor. There was small hospitals, so they sent us back to Gulfport in an ambulance, of course, and then the doctor was there, and the nurse and all. And when they got through with the procedure, the nurse asked if I wanted to come back to see what they had done. So with the computers and all, you could see where it had done it and all. You know, where they had gone back in, and the stent. Then at that point they said that the stent had collapsed, and that they added they had to put another one in, you know, and he was talking some, not a lot, because I could see him. We talked kind of back and forth when he was in the room.
Right.
And then they put him in another room, and he was there.
But it was actually like
for
I was
about
dead.
a week.
I was dead.
Yeah,
My heart had stopped.